What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'll be breaking down Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza to the rematch. This is a great fight in the strawweight division. Let me just pull some stuff up, y'all. I'm sorry. Usually I have it already, but dude, I've recorded this video like twice, and for some odd reason it hasn't been fucking accepting to be uploaded. So I'm gonna try one last time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, man, great fight in the strawweight division. I like it a lot. Rematch, first fight was kind of like, it was a good fight. I wouldn't say it was domination by Carla, but she broke her in the third round. Like I say multiple times, Rose has that ability to, what's the word, to choke fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has that special ability to choke certain fights. I'm not the biggest Rose fan. I do think she's a little overrated. I think her fans think she's a lot better than what she really, really is. I'm being honest, y'all. I'm being 110% honest here. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, they think she's God and she's beatable. You put, like, Carla did it, Jessica did it. You put a wrestling pressure on her, she folds. I think Tisha Torres did it, and that's just the kind of person she is. She's always been like that. She doesn't do well with pressure. If she has a perfect fight, she fights a perfect way. Even her last fight against Weili Zhang wasn't great. So going into this fight, knowing that the fact that we know Rose lost to this girl the first time. Rose, in my humble opinion, has something to prove coming into this fight. So that's a good thing for her. And I feel like Carla also has something to prove, because I feel like people are dismissing the fact that she beat this girl. She did beat her. And a lot of people say, oh, it was a long time ago, this and that. No. She beat her. Don't take that away from her. That's her mama. You got, like, come on, y'all. We respect mamas where I come from. So y'all got to respect Carla. That's Rose mama. Don't disrespect Rose mama like that. But what I'm saying is, though, is that Carla does have something to prove here. That I did it once, I can do it again. And that's what makes this fight great. That's what makes rematches great. That's why I love rematches. They're so interesting. Like I could break down rematches all day, like how it works and stuff like that, and just the mentality. Because, like, when you go into a rematch, y'all, like, and the person beats you or finishes you the first time, it's like it's more, people can talk about the technical improvements, in the striking or the kickboxing, the Muay Thai, the boxing, or the grappling improvements, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, the judo, whatever, right? Sambo. And you can make those improvements, but it's all mental. And the one fight I go to, one of my, I think, underrated rivalries of all time, is Ally Quinta versus Kevin Lee. Everyone was telling me, and I love Kevin Lee. Y'all know me. I'm a big Kevin Lee fan, but I actually picked Ally Quinta in that fight. That was a fight where I just wasn't feeling Kevin. I felt like he was a little too overconfident coming in there, and I felt like he was kind of underestimating Al. Al beat him the first time. A lot of people don't know that. Al beat him twice. People just think Al beat him once. No, he beat him twice, right? The first time, Al was the better, in my humble opinion, had the better hands and had a decent enough takedown defense, because he does have a wrestling background to keep it standing, right? And that's basically how he beat him the first time. And that's how he beat him the second time, right? He had better hands and he had decent enough takedown defense to keep it on the knot. Obviously, I think Kevin did a lot better in the rematch than he did in the first fight. But the things that changed that whole entire fight was the mental. It always has to do with the mental. Have you mentally grown from that fight, right? From that first fight? Because when you get punched in the face by a person that beats you, you can just look at their facial reactions. And I want you guys, if you can, go look at that fifth round of Kevin Lee versus Ally Quinta. I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. Al punches this dude near the end of the first round. No, not the end of the first round. Near the end of the fifth round. And he's screaming to him, same old fucking Al. Kevin Lee had the same face in that rematch that he had in the same he had the same look in that rematch that he did have in the first fight that he had with Al. And you could just tell that Kevin was broken, and in his head, man, nothing has changed. I lost. Right? That can happen here, y'all. That can honestly happen here with Carla Esparza. Carla's on a crazy run. Obviously, I respect Rose's run as champ, her getting her belt back. But Carla's last few fights, man, her fucking performance against Verna, fucking Alexa Grasso, Michelle Waterson, which was so-so. We'll talk about that. Marina Rodriguez, which has aged well. And her last fight against Zhang Yanyan. She has run through competition. If she can do what Ally Quinta was able to do to Kevin Lee, remind Rose that nothing has changed and that all the work you put in was for nothing, I'm just better than you, and there's that look of acceptance, she can get this. Like you gotta put respect on her fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where it comes down to. It's like it's all about mental, y'all. It really is. Like in this game, it's like I truly believe it's 80% mental and fucking 20% physical, right? Sometimes it really is mental, because MMA fighters, you see, they make dumb decisions a lot, and that's just fight IQ, and that's what separates champions from contenders and contenders from bums, right? And with Carla, can she win this fight? I really do think she can win this fight. I think she has the skills, the abilities to win this fight. I think the wrestling's there. I think the only problem where Carla's going to have an issue is the striking. And this is where Rose comes in, right? Because there is also another fight I can talk about where they had, they had a trilogy, but I don't really count the third fight as a real fight. It's Conor versus Dustin, right? That fight in particular. Conor destroyed him in the first fight. Goes in the second fight thinking he owns this person, right? And he gets humbled by Dustin, right? Because Dustin, you can go look in the embeds, the countdowns he talks about. It's his mental. He's not all riled up by the trash talk. He's calm, he's cool, collected. He's in there to get a check and get a W. Rose has to just go in there and almost forget about the first fight. The first fight was in the past. This is a whole entire different fight. And she does have a lot of advantages here on the stand-up. If you go watch that Michelle Waterson fight with Carla Esparza, Carla, it's all about distance when you really look at that fight. Even though Michelle wasn't landing anything, I'll be honest. Michelle was able to almost freeze Carla with her awkward kicking techniques, you can call them, right? Her little karate stuff. And really mess with her with the side kicks and shit like that. I think Carla was only able to take her down once, if I'm not mistaken. If Rose can bring that same thing, like even in the first fight, she was throwing a lot of kicks, right? Now, Rose has been really boxing heavy lately, but if she can bring a lot of kicks into this fight against Carla, I think she has a really good chance of disrupting Carla's rhythm and just messing with Carla's ability to... Because Carla wants to crush the distance and the space so she can get closer and take her down. If Rose can prevent that, keep it on her feet, and keep good distance management and tag Carla until she cracks her, maybe knock her out, or just tag her for the whole entire fight, she'll be good, and I think she can win the fight that way. Now, I've told you guys how both can win a certain way, but I will tell you who I'm going with. I got to take Carla Esparza here. Even though I talked about the good about Rose, and I talked about the good about Carla and the bad about Carla, I don't like Rose. Just keep it like that. I think Rose's fan base is weird. I think Rose is weird. I think Pat Barry is weird. Pedophile comes into mind when I think about that relationship. But you can put two and two together. And if you want to be on that side, go ahead, pick Rose. I'm going to be on the side of Carla, the side of being good, the side of the right side, the good side. And as Khabib said it best, good always defeats evil. And I'd like to see some Rose fans get humbled. So I'm taking Carla here. I think Carla, if she can get the takedowns, I think she can get a decision victory here. It's gonna be really Carla's wrestling versus Rose's striking. That's what it comes down to. And I'm a believer in Carla's wrestling because she did it once. Why can't she do it again? So yeah, that's my pick. Hopefully this video goes through. But yeah, love y'all. Goodbye. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Love y'all. Goodbye.